I am Ra. I greet you in the love and in the light of the one infinite Creator. We communicate now. Question 106.1. Questioner, could you first please give me the condition of the instrument? Answer, I am Ra. The parameters of this instrument are marginal, both physically and emotionally. The vital energy of this entity is biased towards strength-weakness. Question 106.2. Questioner, what would the instrument do to make the marginal condition much better? Answer, I am Ra. The instrument is proceeding through a portion of the incarnational experience during which the potential for mortal distortion of the left renal system is great. Less important, but adding to the marginality of distortion towards viability, are severe allergic reactions and the energizing of this and other distortions towards weakness-strength. The mental-emotional complex is engaged in what may best be termed inappropriate compassion. Question 106.3. Questioner, would Ra recommend the steps which we might take to alleviate or reverse the conditions of which you just spoke? Answer, I am Ra. We can do this. The renal distortions are subject to affirmations. The entity, at present, beginning what may be called initiation, is releasing toxins and, therefore, larger amounts of liquids to aid in the dilution of these toxins is helpful. The allergies are already being largely controlled by affirmation and the near-constant aid of the healer known as Bob. Further aid may be achieved by the relocation of dwelling and future vigilance against humidity exceeding the healthful amount in the atmosphere breathed. The mental-emotional distortions are somewhat less easily lessened. However, the questioner and instrument together shall find it possible to do such a working. Question 106.4. Questioner, how serious or critical is this renal problem? Is drinking liquids the only thing she can do for that, or is there something else? Answer, I am Ra. Note the interrelationship of mind and body complexes. This is one example of such interweaving of the design of catalyst and experience. The period of renal delicacy is serious, but only potentially. Should the instrument desire to leave this incarnational experience, the natural and non-energized opportunity to do so has been inbuilt just as the period during which the same entity did, in fact, leave the incarnational experience and then return by choice was inlaid. However, the desire to leave and be no more a portion of this particular experiential nexus can and has been energized. This is a point for the instrument to ponder and an appropriate point for the support group to be watchful in regards to care for the instrument. So are mind and body plaited up as the tresses of hair of a maiden. The nature of this entity is gay and sociable so that it is fed by those things we have mentioned previously, the varieties of experience with other selves and other locations and events being helpful, as well as the experience of worship and the singing, especially of sacred music. This entity chose to enter a worshipful situation with a martyr's role when first in this geographical location. Therefore, the feeding by worship has taken place only partially. Similarly, the musical activities, though enjoyable and, therefore, of a feeding nature, have not included the aspect of praise to the Creator. The instrument is in a state of relative hunger for those spiritual homes which it gave up when it felt a call to martyrdom and turned from the planned worship at the location you call the Cathedral of St. Philip. This too shall be healed gradually due to the proposed alteration in location of this group. Question 106.5. Questioner, then as I understand it, the best thing for us to do is to advise the instrument to drink more liquid. I think water would be best. We will, of course, move. We could move her out of here immediately, tomorrow say, if necessary. Would this be considerably better than waiting 2 to 3 weeks for the allergies and everything else? Answer, I am Ra. Such decisions are a matter for free will choice. Be aware of the strength of the group harmony. Question 106.6. Questioner, is there anything, with respect to the present spiritual or metaphysical condition or physical condition of this Hobbs Park Roadhouse that Ra could tell us about that would be deleterious to the instrument's health? Answer, I am Ra. We may speak to this subject only to know that there are mechanical electrical devices which control humidity. The basement level is one location, the nature of which is much like that which you have experienced at the basement level of your previous domicile. Less humid conditions would remove the opportunity for the growth of those spores to which the instrument has sensitivity. The upper portions of the domicile are almost, in every case, at acceptable levels of humidity. Question 106.7. Questioner, how about the metaphysical quality of the house? Could Ra appraise that, please? Answer, I am Ra. This location is greatly distorted. We find an acceptable description of this location's quality to elude us without recourse to hackneyed words. Forgive our limitations of expression. The domicile and its rear aspect, especially, is blessed, and angelic presences have been invoked for some of your time past. Question 106.8. Questioner, I'm not sure that I understand what Ra means by that. I'm not sure if the place is metaphysically extremely good or extremely negative. Could Ra clear that up, please? Answer, I am Ra. We intended to stress the metaphysical excellence of the proposed location. The emblements of such preparation may well be appreciated by this group. Question 106.9. Questioner, would the cleansing by salt and water be necessary for this location then? Or would it be recommended? Answer, I am Ra. There is the recommended metaphysical cleansing as in any relocation. No matter how fine the instrument, the tuning still is recommended between each concert or working. Question 106.10. Questioner, if the instrument stays out of the basement, do you think that the humidity and the physical conditions will be good for the instrument then? Is that correct? Answer, I am Ra. No. Question 106.11. Questioner, we must do something about the humidity in the whole house then to make it good for the instrument. Is that correct? Answer, I am Ra. Yes. Question 106.12. Questioner, I want to come back to a couple of points here, but I want to get him a question about myself. It seems to be critical at this point. Could Ra tell me what is physically wrong with me, what's causing it, and what I could do to alleviate it? Answer, I am Ra. The questioner is one also in the midst of further initiation. During this space-time the possibility for mental-emotional distortion approaching that which causes the entity to become dysfunctional is marked. Further, the yellow ray, chemical vehicle of the questioner is aging and has more difficulty in the absorption of needed minerals such as iron and other substances such as propane, potassium, and calcium. At the same time the body of yellow ray begins to have more difficulty eliminating trace elements such as aluminum. The energizing effect has occurred in the colon of the questioner, and the distortions in that area are increasingly substantial. Lastly, there is a small area of infection in the mouth of the questioner which needs attention.